Fluency. What does it mean? Maybe it means using Duolingo for 20 years and being able to say things like, I am the cheese, and we don't sell planes to elephants. Or maybe it is being able to understand SpongeBob dubbed into different languages. It's harder than it looks. Or maybe it is just being able to watch your favorite anime without subtitles. Nah, it's just like a weird scene. It's not normally like this, I swear. You see, fluency has a different meaning to everyone, and their mother, and their mother, and their mother. So what is it really? What is the secret sauce? What is the Krabby Patty formula? Here's my take. So when it comes to being fluent, there are 4 different types of fluency. There is conversational fluency, there is near native level fluency, there is boing fluent, the hell you thinking with your dumb ass fluency, and there is a mystery fluency that I'm going to get into at the end of this video, but the mystery fluency is my goal for every language, and it should be your goal as well. So, to start off, what is conversational fluency to me? Historically, this has been this has always been my goal. This is reaching a level where you can understand 80 to 90% of whatever you hear in general conversation, either through knowing the words or understanding the context. You see, at this level, you should be able to watch TV shows, movies, YouTube videos, etc. without subtitles. And although you're definitely not going to be able to understand everything, you should be able to understand most and generally understand the gist of what's happening. Now, when it comes to speaking, you should feel comfortable talking about almost anything at a surface level. You should also know around 2,500 to 3,000 words. Like, this is the level where you're able to crack jokes. Hey, I got a joke for you. Why did the chicken cross the road? 我不管. But not only jokes, I mean, you're gonna be able to connect with people, and generally you're going to know enough that you will know when you don't know a word, and you're going to be able to stop that speaker and be able to ask for an explanation. So yesterday I was watching an interview with Chenglong, aka Jackie Chan, alright? And there, well, as you can see, there's no English subtitles.
道歉可以，我一定道歉，因为这个是不可以原谅的一个事情，而我也不知道怎么去解释。那给我。
Here's the thing, I was actually able to understand most of it. Now, obviously I didn't understand every single word, but the cool thing was that I knew enough Chinese to be able to understand the words and pinpoint the words that I didn't know. I was able to take the words that I didn't know, translate them, add them to my personal vocabulary, and it made understanding the interview much easier. Very good interview, by the way. You should definitely check it out. It's called Jackie Chan Interview in Mandarin. I get these goosebumps every time. So for me, conversational fluency is not necessarily focused towards reading and writing. While they're great, it is mainly speaking and listening that is key. The whole point of conversational fluency is the conversation part. It's being able to see someone on the street and be able to come to their aid or just start chatting them up, and that's the most important part. Now, the cool thing about it is because you're learning a lot of words, especially a lot of core vocabulary, for languages like Spanish or things that have the Latin alphabet, you're naturally going to be able to pick up the reading and the writing naturally as you go along. For languages like Chinese, not so much. Now here's the thing, conversational fluency is achievable by most people, and for certain languages it's achievable in even as little as 6 months. This is the target that you should be aiming for, at least to start. Now if you're interested in how to reach conversational fluency, you can check out this channel's holy book, Fluency Made Easy, which is essentially a step-by-step guide showing you how to reach conversational fluency as fast and easy as possible. It's in the name. Link in the description as always. So the problem is not so much conversational fluency, the problem lies with the next type of fluency, which is the near native level fluency. The reason why you likely will never reach fluency is because your ideal of what fluency is this near native type fluency. You see, near native level fluency is achieved by studying a language to a pretty advanced level and then living through that language. For example, you study Chinese by yourself for 3 years, you get to a pretty advanced level, then you move to China and you live there for 2 years and you live your experience, your life in China through Chinese, like every day. Because people with a near native level fluency, it isn't just 2,000 words that they know or 3,000 words. Oftentimes they have 10,000 plus words somewhere in their head. It is essentially as close as you can get to being a native speaker without being a native speaker. Example time. So there's a YouTuber out there by the name of Jared, aka Jared. And he's a Canadian YouTuber who moved to China after studying Chinese for some years, and he's been living there for a while now, I think a few years. This is the guy.
那就到我吗？还是我们要再到你，就是我们这就这样子了。石头剪刀布。
Now that right there is near native fluency. And if you see the rest of this channel, he only really makes videos in Chinese. He's living his life through the language. All of his friends there are Chinese. His fans and his friends essentially treat him as a native speaker. But the problem is people generally have this misconception that before you are bestowed the holy right of calling yourself fluent, you gotta be like Jared. And this is why most people don't reach fluency. Because they've got this chip on their shoulder. They feel like the end game is near native level fluency. And if they aren't that good, then they are not successful as a language learner. However, unless your goal is moving to a new country, to a foreign country and living there for a very long time, or you get a lot of personal satisfaction out of being as close to a native speaker as possible, you shouldn't strive for near native level fluency. If you are striving for it, if it is your goal, then be prepared to invest some years into it because it is a marathon. So now that we have that out of the way, what is the fluency that you should be aiming for? Well, you should be aiming for, boy, I ain't fluent, the hell you thinking with your dumb? Oh, that was the wrong one, that was the wrong one. So you should be striving for the mystery fluency. The fluency I talked about in the beginning of the video, but now it's the end of the video, so I'm gonna go into it. Kind of fluency. Mystery fluency is this. It is conversationally fluent, domain specialized. Boy, what in the hell? I know. What does this mean? What the hell does this mean? Well, it's quite simple. Languages are domain based. In English, I'm a native speaker, but if I walk into a doctor's office or a chemistry lab, or if someone starts talking about car engines or animals that only come from South America or products for white people hair, I'm just not gonna understand. I'm gonna have no clue what you're talking about. Does this mean that I'm not a native speaker? Because boy, I got my passport right there, okay? I am. But even though English is my mother tongue, there are certain subjects and certain topics that even if it is in English, I'm not gonna understand. I'm not gonna be able to talk about any of those domains in any depth. So what happens, and it's so sad, is that language learners often think that they have to understand everything before they are considered fluent. Yet they don't realize that even in their own language, they don't understand everything. So what is the solution? Well, you want to get specific. Every person only has a handful of things that they're actually interested in. For some people, it's cars or politics, business, traveling, video games. Some people are foodies. Some people are chefs. Some people's lives revolve around animals. Although, I guess if you're a chef, technically your life revolves around it. Anyways, so my goal nowadays is to get to a conversationally fluent level. Know 2,500 to 3,000 words, be able to talk about almost anything to anybody at, surface level, at a basic level, understand content without subtitles, and of course, eavesdrop in on conversations in the train. But that being said, there are 3 areas in life that I am very passionate about: language learning, YouTube, and business. These are domains that I love to talk to people about. So I specialize in these 3 areas. I learn tons of vocab, and I try to become as native as possible when talking about these 3 subjects. When you meet new people, it's mostly just small talk. You're not having hour-long conversations with every single person that you you meet. I mean, I wish, but unfortunately that's not the case. It's usually only on rare occasion where you meet someone who has similar interests or similar life experiences that you can actually talk to them for hours on end about your passions. You need to model your language learning around that. Don't expect to be able to understand every topic that gets thrown your way, otherwise you're going to go crazy. Focus on getting the basics down and the core vocabulary that makes it possible to interact with anyone you meet and understand most things that you hear. Then focus in on a few areas of life that you're very passionate about. Learn as much vocabulary that surrounds those areas as possible, because this is the key to fluency and also learning as efficiently as possible. You are putting in the minimal amount of effort to get the maximum amount of results. Getting to this level will prepare you very nicely if you want to then move to a foreign country and kick it up a notch and try to reach near native level fluency. Or it will serve as a nice checkpoint from which you can start learning another language without having to worry that you're going to forget everything you just learned because you got to a very high level. So if you want to reach this conversationally fluent, domain specialized level, then check out the rest of the videos on this channel. Check out especially the video how to learn any language in 6 months. It definitely should help you out. Or alternatively, you can check out this channel's holy book, Fluency Made Easy, which I currently believe is on 60% off sale, and it's helped thousands of readers in attaining fluency as well. Link is in the description. But that's it for the video, guys. My definition of fluency is now defined, okay? If anyone's asking me in future videos, what do you think fluency is? I expect you guys who've watched this video to answer from me and be like, yo, he thinks this, because now you guys know. And it was very important to me to make it clear for you, because like I said, everyone and their mom and their mom and their mom has a different opinion of fluency. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it makes your idea of what you should be striving for a little bit more clear, and that it helps people not be too overly stressed of thinking that they have to be perfect in order to be so-called fluent. Thank you guys, and this has been Ikenna.